Diddy has just been hit with 6 more lawsuits. These new 6 lawsuits are out of the 120 lawsuits that are going to be filed by Tony Busby. And one of these lawsuits was filed by a male who alleged that he was a minor when these assaults took place. The lawyer Tony Busby confirmed in a statement on Monday that he had plans to file 6 complaints this week against Diddy, and he filed 6 lawsuits that were all filed in the Southern District of New York under the city's Victim Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act. The first one is the Jane Doe, who now lives in North Carolina and is the first male minor to accuse Combs of SA, claiming that he was 16 years old when he was invited to one of Combs' legendary white parties through a mutual connection in 1998. This man claimed that he bumped into Diddy during the Hamptons event, and he ended up taking a photo with him, which is included in his filing. They began to discuss his interest in music and the industry, and they moved to a private area where the conversation took an unexpected turn for the worse. The lawsuit claims that Diddy allegedly told him to drop his pants and said, "Don't you want to break into the business?" This man claimed that Diddy grabbed his private areas and began squeezing and feeling on him. He allegedly told this man that people would be in touch with him, and the alleged encounter continues to humiliate him and cause him shame till this day. Another teenager said that she was assaulted by Diddy in 2004. She alleged that she was a 19-year-old college student when she met Diddy at a photo shoot promoting Combs' musical act, The Band. She claims that Diddy invited her and a friend to an after party, but asked them to stop by his Manhattan Marriott hotel room first. According to this 19-page complaint, someone in Combs' entourage suddenly grabbed the woman and isolated them into separate rooms with Diddy while allegedly telling them, "You know what you are here for." The woman alleged that Diddy instructed her and her friend to get more drinks and do the white stuff that he prepared for them on the table. She said that Combs continued to get gradually more aggressive with the two women and eventually began forcefully touching them without their consent. She said that when they resisted, Diddy ordered the friend to perform oral on him, or else he would have them both unalived. This woman claims that Diddy ignored her attempts to resist him and forced her to take her clothes off under threats of violence. Once she was underdressed, she said that Diddy would allegedly force himself on her and begin SA-ing her. She said that Diddy told her he would be leaving the room and she had to stay alone in the dark, otherwise she would be unalived. And after 30 minutes, a security guard told her that she could leave, and she fled the hotel. The third lawsuit came from a man who claims that he was invited to a New York party hosted by Diddy in October of 2021. After he was picked up at the airport by Combs' associates, the Georgia man claims that he arrived at an industry event where he was offered by Combs' employees, which he refused. After consuming what he believed to only be an alcoholic drink, the man claims that the room began spinning and he became disoriented in a state of confusion, and he attempted to remove himself from the situation, seeking a safe space. The lawsuit claims as the plaintiff tried to leave, a male voice told him hold on, and he promised to help him. He awoke in a bedroom paralyzed and unable to move, speak, or fight back, and he recalled seeing Diddy above him at one point during the assault. He said that at one point he also remembered that there was at least 3 men SA-ing him. This man described this night as life-altering and said he has continued to seek therapy to heal from this traumatic event. The fourth lawsuit came from a man who claims that Diddy SA'd him at Macy's flagship department store in Manhattan back in May 2008. The man claims that he worked as an advisor for the Echo clothing company, a rival to Diddy's Sean John clothing line, and had previously met Diddy on numerous occasions. This man claims that he was inside a Macy's stockroom when Diddy entered the space with 3 bodyguards. He was struck in the back of the neck, falling to his knees when Diddy approached him while he was still on his hands and knees and said, "Suck my Echo," referring to the clothing line that he worked for. And then he alleged that Diddy would forcefully SA him. This man claims that Diddy and his bodyguards made threats towards him before leaving the stockroom, and that Diddy would proceed to hand out Sean John clothing merchandise on the Macy's retail floor as if nothing had happened. He claims that he tried reporting the alleged assault to Macy's security and nothing was ever done, and he was later fired from Echo. In the fifth lawsuit, a man claims that he was essayed at a white party. He claims that he was hired by mass security to work the Hamptons event in August 2006, where Diddy allegedly greeted him and offered him alcoholic drinks throughout the night. He said by the second drink, he began to feel extremely ill and leaned against his truck for support. He believed that the drink had been drugged. While security guards felt sick, Diddy allegedly approached him and pushed him into an open van, the lawsuit claimed. He said that he held him down and overpowered him, and he struggled to escape due to the effects of the in his system. He then alleged that Diddy began SAing him while he was screaming for help, and Diddy allegedly kept repeating, "You'll be all right." He said in the years since, he had considered himself an all-American guy, but there is not a day that goes by without thoughts of this traumatic incident. The sixth lawsuit comes from a woman who claims that she attended a promo party for the Notorious B.I.G.'s music video One More Chance at Elks Plaza in June of 1995. She said while dancing with friends, Diddy took an interest to her and asked to speak with her privately. She agreed, and they began heading to the bathroom where Diddy would allegedly begin kissing her. She began feeling uncomfortable and confused and asked him to slow down, believing that they were there to talk. She said instead, Diddy advanced aggressively, and when she attempted to pull away, he violently struck her, slamming her head against the wall and causing her to fall to the floor. She alleged that Diddy hit her again before SAing her, and then looked at her and said, "You better not tell anyone about this or you will disappear." She has been emotionally shattered after this alleged assault, and she claims that she has avoided news about Diddy because it triggers traumatic memories for her. These are the new 6 lawsuits that were just filed by Tony Busby out of 120 lawsuits that he is going to file in total. And we know that he told us that 3,000 people came forward, and he basically did investigations on each of their claims and took the people that allegedly have rock solid evidence. So I am curious to see exactly where these lawsuits will go. But you guys let me know what you guys think about Diddy's new 6 lawsuits, all dropped today, in the comments.